We took away all of the financial stupidity and we just 20x'd their yearly savings. Imagine what we do in 5 years. Now, the title of this video is absolutely ridiculous, but I'm gonna give my reaction and breakdown of a couple that makes $500,000 a year and still feels average. According to this budget, at the end of the year, that $500,000 gets dwindled all the way down to just over $7,000. I do not know why articles like this are even being published. I don't know whether they're designed to make yourself feel bad that even if you get to this ridiculous salary, that there is still no hope. I do not know why stuff like this gets published, especially when it's just filled with financial stupidity. For me, I never let stuff like this discourage me because I'm already building fantastic financial skills. So if and when I do get to this salary point, I'm gonna be so Gucci. It's gonna be awesome. So definitely stay positive out there regardless of what your salary is. All right, now according to this budget, their savings after the entire year is $7,300. So we're gonna start with that and we're gonna improve upon it. All right, let's go line by line and figure this bad boy out. So the first line is obviously that this couple, so two people, make $500,000 a year. So that's $250,000 each. That is a fantastic salary. 401k contribution, so $18,000 for the wife and then $18,000 for the husband. So this is just essentially a mindset change because 401k contribution, that's savings. Like you are literally saving for your retirement. So that money doesn't go away. You're gonna get that back. So I don't really know why this wasn't really included, but let's add $36,000 to our savings. All right, the next couple lines are the salary after the 401k contribution, and that is $464. And then the 40% tax rate, it's a big slash, but for the pleasure of living and working in this country, they will take away $185,000 and $600,000, leaving your net salary, what you got working with, to $278,400. All right, so now let's look at some of their expensive. It's pretty in depth and they break it down by category. The title of this is that they still feel average. None of these expenses seem average. All right, so let's just look at the first line, childcare for 2 children. So it's not only the couple, they also have 2 kids, so it is a family of 4. And they say that their childcare for the year is $42,000. Now, I personally do not have 2 kids, but I do know people with 3 kids, with 1 kid, and they don't pay anything for childcare. Now, everyone's situation is different. Not everyone can be reliant on family and friends. So if you look at the average of how much childcare costs in the United States, it's just under $15,000. So if we times that by 2, it is just over $29,000. So definitely not $42,000. So that is a luxury childcare rate. So we're gonna slash that and add $13,000 to the savings bank. All right, now the next line is food for 4, and that includes date nights every 2 weeks. And that comes out to $23,000. That's not Ralph's prices. That's not Erewhon prices. That may not be Whole Foods prices, but it's like right in the middle, because if you look up the average cost for a 4-person family, it is just under $900 per month. So even if we bring that up to $1,000 and we extrapolate that for the entire year, that is $12,000, a far cry from $23,000. Now, probably not everyone could live off the $900 a month for a family of 4, but there's some pretty fantastic deals out there. Like Amazon Fresh, they give you 20% off all your groceries as long as you spend at least $50. And you're at least spending $50. You just gotta look for the deals. You can't go to super expensive grocery stores. I mean, you can, but then your budget looks like this. So we are going to add $11,000 to the savings bank. All right, now the next one is your mortgage, which according to this budget is $60,000 for the year. Now that is an expensive house. If you do the math, that is around a $1.5 million home. And I don't care where you live, a $1.5 million home is not average. In some states and some cities, those are like mega mansions. So I'm not saying that we can slash this cost, because if that's their home, that's their home. But you kind of chose to live there. So that is definitely not average. The next one is home maintenance, $5,000. I guess we'll just leave that because it's miscellaneous stuff. Same with the property taxes on a $1.5 million home. Actually, hey, I was right. I didn't even see that. All right, we'll move on to the next one. Property insurance, same thing. Not a lot of savings that you could do right there. And then the next one is 3 vacations a year. And that comes out to $18,000. 3 vacations a year is definitely not average. If you bring it down to 2 vacations a year, when we started this, you would have doubled your savings. Now, I'm not saying you can't do 3 vacations a year. You could do 7 cheaper vacations a year, but $6,000 per vacation seems a little bit high. So we are gonna cut that off by a third and go down to $12,000. There's so many deal and cost saving websites for hotels, for flights, for activities. There's so much stuff out there. There's no way you need to be paying these astronomical prices. All right, the next one is gonna be your car payment. Now it does say a BMW 5 Series and a Toyota Land Cruiser. That's not average. That's not average at all. Those are your cars. There's nothing I could really do with that except to tell you to get different cars. But I guess we'll just leave that. And then gas comes out to $5,000 a year. There's nothing I could really do too much about that one. I mean, there are ways to save for sure, but I don't know this couple situation. I don't know the commute. We're just gonna leave it. All right, and the next one is your car insurance. That comes in around $2,000. Does seem a little bit high. I'm sure you could shop around and cost save a little bit right there. I'm just gonna leave it. Now the next one is a life insurance policy. That is $2,500. Again, if that is your policy, you can definitely shop around, but on the surface level, I don't know their policy, I don't know their lives, so we're just gonna leave that. Next one of my favorite ones is clothes for 4 people. No fancy bags, shoes, or threads. Just under $10,000 for clothes for 1 year is ridiculous. There are companies out there right now that let you rent like just a bag of clothes, like of nice designer clothes each and every month for like $70 a month. So if you did that for the entire family, that would still be under $3,000 and you'd be getting new clothes every month. Not to mention, I don't know, here's a crazy one. Don't buy new clothes. You can easily get away with $3,000 a year for clothes. Easily. All right, now the next one is children's lessons, sports, piano, violin, academics. $12,000 does seem high, but I don't know their situation because this is a generic look over. So I guess I just gotta leave it. Next one is charity. Feed the Children, college alumni. So Feed the Children, I still recommend you donating to, but college alumni, this is gonna go into the next one. There is no way you should be donating to your college and also be paying your student loan down. No way. So we're gonna leave $2,000 for Feed the Children, and then we are going to add $16,000 to the savings bank. And that's gonna hop into the next one, which is your student loan debt. This is another one where to pay $32,000 a year for your student loan, you must have went to the best, most expensive school out there. So nothing about that is average. And that's why I reject this premise completely. But there is nothing I could do with that because I don't know their loan amount. I don't know where they went. There's nothing I do, so we're just gotta leave that. And then the last one is miscellaneous. Technically, that is another mindset thing. Technically, that's savings. Like you save for miscellaneous stuff. So we are definitely gonna add that to the savings bank. Drum roll, please. This is how much money we started with, and this is how much money we ended up with when we eliminated all financial stupidity. So if you learned anything from this video, it is to never be hopeless with your financial situation because there are always things that can be done. All right. That is it. That is all I got for today's video. Hopefully this was helpful. If you have any questions or you want me to look at your finances, hit me up in the email description. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.